In this particular video, we're going to look at how verification and validation data can be captured against our different work packages that we've earlier allocated. The first screen that I come to within this section is the set of metrics at the top end. So here I can see all of my different work packages and I can see the status of compliance against them at any moment in time. I can also change views using these activities at the top. I can change to a single screen view so I can see the metrics in full detail if I wish, and at any time switch back to either an above and below view or a side-by-side view, which will be most relevant for viewing this particular data. So for the metrics, I'll stick with a single screen view. If I want to apply a filter to this view, so that, and this could be a permanent filter for any user logged in for Subcontractor 1, then I can apply that using this particular option here. So I can filter on the subcontractor column, and let's filter this to well, it has to be Subcontractor 1 filter, and now I can see reduced metric dashboard here as relevant to Subcontractor 1 only. This could be set so that if a user of Subcontractor 1 was to log in, this is the only view that they would see, as they would have a background filter imposed so that this was pre-applied when they come through to this particular page. So if I want to go through into this work package 1, for example, I just simply need to click on the link to the left hand side, and it will take me through to the specification set that I am delivering against. I can also see in here that it's got the full set of IDs for each of the statement items inside this particular work package. You'll recall in a previous video that we looked at how this work package was created from a master specification. Each statement then in this particular work package will need to be individually verified and validated. So the verification is simply a status that can be modified and changed based upon your role in the system. For example, this could be an independent verifier, so that this field could only be edited if I'd logged in as a user of a particular role, referencing me as the verification body responsible for this verification. Therefore, I could review the delivery of this particular statement. I can then look at the verification status in here, and you'll see in a drop down there is a set of choices between to be discussed, not compliant, partially compliant, or fully compliant. So as the verifier, or the person with verification responsibility, I can modify or select this as I wish. So let's say it's fully compliant. Okay, this statement could be also fully compliant. Here is my argument for my verification. I can just simply edit and change text in here. I then come across to the client validation. Now as the client, I can review my either independently or self-verified arguments here. I can then also have a status where I can change that as the client. Permissions will be set up in ComplyPro to allow only the correct users to make these changes and in the correct orders. So as the client, I can either accept this or not accept it. You'll see a state case above where it's not been accepted, and in this case I will accept the verification along with this evidential argument. So I can make a any sort of comment that I wish or leave that blank. To the right hand side here you'll see that there is what we call a document registry. This will become more apparent if I change to a linked view. So let's look at above and below. I can see here that for each item that I select, it will change, and it will show me also, not only, if you remember, this statement has come from a master specification and it may well have been allocated into other work packages also. I can see down below here the master project specification item here, and I can see the other work packages that this has been allocated into. I could then click through, if I wished, to another one of these work packages to see what was happening with the delivery of this in the other work package, just simply by clicking on the link. Okay, so now I've clicked on that, it will take me through to, in this case, work package 2, the Northern Extension drainage, and it's highlighted to me, here is the actual item that I was looking at in our previous work package, and indeed the verification status and client acceptance status against it. If I click on the back button, it will take me back to the specification I was at previously. So the document registry then is a place where we can record multiple documents. We can select, in this case, the row that we want to link a document against. We can click to the document registry tab at the bottom. We can select a document that's been referenced in the document registry, and we can right click and link the objects to it. It will then place that document in against the particular statement I've linked it against. And then we can obviously open up and view those documents from within the ComplyPro itself. Thanks very much.